Welcome to tonight's episode of Triggered. I'm your host, Zachary Clark, and you all know my co-host, Adam Furman. Adam, how are you doing tonight? You're killing me. You're killing me. Messing with me.
Trying to trigger you to the moon. My night just got a whole lot better, Zach.
Turnabout is fair play, friend, and let me just say.
My night's going great now. How about you? How about yours?
I'm going to kill you.
Oh, that's Zach always joking about murdering me.
We got a good show for you tonight, folks. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Drop that hammer.
Enjoy the ride. The title of tonight's episode is From My Cold Dead Hands. Infamously shouted by SpongeBob SquarePants in that episode where Plankton's trying to steal the Krabby Patty recipe.
Oh, yes, that was a good one.
My favorite SpongeBob episode by far. Where SpongeBob and
there's so many good ones.
And his best friend, the sea star named Squidward. Squidward, who was a sea star who lived underneath a coral reef.
Yeah.
They would always, their antics would always, irk that squid that lived between them. Patrick Star, the squid.
Yes, Patrick Star, the squid.
Yeah.
Not Patrick Star. Hey, you know what would have been great is if those idiot creators would have named Patrick Star, would have been the starfish. That would have been great, but those idiots.
No, yeah, I'm saying it was very strange. I would have made this. I think it was part of the joke, just like how SpongeBob was actually a squirrel from the dry land.
Yeah. Yes. No, you don't.
Yeah. So
you're trying to trigger me, but it's like so obvious that you're just being a goofy goober. It's just. Remember that time David Hasselhoff made an appearance in that SpongeBob? SpongeBob
no, that's
show?
fake. That's fake. That never happened.
No, it's not. He was in SpongeBob.
No, that's not true. Don't let Adam lie to you. He's never even seen SpongeBob clearly. He doesn't even know that SpongeBob was really a squirrel.
Oh, it's so good when this Christmas episode and Santa doesn't come. And Squidward, he's the naysayer, is like, ha ha ha, ha ha. He's like laughing at SpongeBob, and SpongeBob's bawling. And then all of a sudden, there's this image, like of a real life donkey being superimposed on the screen of Squidward laughing at SpongeBob's tears. It's like, hee-haw. It's so good.
I don't think that happened.
Santa Claus eventually does visit Bikini Bottom.
No, Santa Claus isn't real on SpongeBob.
No. In all universes,
including
the one in Narnia, created by Aslan.
But not SpongeBob. SpongeBob, who is notoriously Bikini Bottom, is ruled over by a giant whale character. Has actually, like the Burgermeister banned toys and Santa Claus.
Burgermeister Burger?
Correct, yes.
It's so good. It's so good. Man, they don't make movies like they used to.
Really, they don't.
In the 70s.
But I forgot to tell everyone that we're coming to you live from Planet Fitness, where I'm just waiting for the machine to get freed up.
No.
Oh, do you need any help there, honey? Looks like you might be struggling with them weights a bit.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, are you licking your lips or? I'm literally shaking right now. He's licking his lips.
Hilarious. But yeah, we'll get into that soon.
Last triggered with you drinking water, isn't it?
Not necessarily. Maybe I've just decided to not drink ever again. That was funnier than it probably should have been. Oh no! Do I have a problem?
Oh my gosh, my stomach hurts.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Really enjoying these tonic water and limes. Mmm. Scanner, 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 scanner radio, scanner radio. Did you like that scanner radio transition?
It was weird.
Time for the scanner, folks. QPD out at an unspecified locale, issuing a citation for serving alcohol after hours. Dun 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 dun. Nefarious crime. Do do do. There's liquor hours, don't you know? Bum bum ba da da. Do not serve a beer after whatever it is. I don't know.
It's like Gremlins, but for alcoholics.
Do not serve alcohol to your alcoholics after 1 a.m. or whatever it is.
They'll turn green and get pointy ears.
Yeah. Well, it was a
They'll turn into orcs.
I always thought it was weird, and I don't know, because there's even counties still to this day that are dry counties.
Yeah.
Don't serve beverages made of delightful spirits. Completely banned. I thought this was America. I thought prohibition ended, sir.
Well, national prohibition.
I guess you're correct. Not, Greenboro County prohibition or whatever.
Yeah, man. Some people might have problems, and you just need to be like, you know what? You ruined it for the whole county.
Well, it's weird too, because usually when you have those situations, it's like county line road, and then right on the other side of it, in the next county that's a wet county, there's a bar and or liquor store.
A bar? Try like 4.
And so it's like, I don't know at the point. It just like slightly inconvenienced me because now I have to drunk drive home after I go to the, the county
Either
line.
drunk drive home for like 3 miles instead of drunk driving home 3 blocks.
Yeah, well, it's not safe. So this is why I'm going to start a national campaign to eliminate dry counties. All counties must permit booze.
Could you imagine that be your your speech to city council or county board or whatever? Be like, what? This is just gonna make me drunk drive even further.
That's it. I'm next. I definitely should have, but didn't go to that town meeting. But next time they have
Oh
one,
no, you hate freedom.
I'm going to go, and I'm going to suggest that we transition to a dry county here in Adams County.
Good luck. We probably need it.
Actually, that wouldn't even be the right venue. I would need to go to the county board meeting or whatever.
Yeah. No, but that's why you should go to the city. Or the city council.
Well, why?
Just to be completely belligerent.
Be completely drunk. This is why, right here. This is my behavior.
Like,
my behavior. What are you seeing here today? This is why we gotta get the booze out of town.
Look at me! Look at me!
I am the cautionary tale.
You got like creamed corn.
Get drug out of there by the cops.
Even better, like don't real puke, just like obviously fake puke. You do have like some contraption. Like, sir, we just know that you just did this.
It's clear that you aren't really drunk and or sick. I think I know what I am. Your clever ploy won't work on us.
only God can judge me.
Oh, hey, Tony Altgover says once they get the cameras up, they'll be more specific about the location. Da, 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 da. Yeah, because that's the biggest crime happening in town. Meanwhile, who got robbed in another part of town while half the force was on duty was at a bar for serving after hours.
Oh, I didn't know that there were hours of serving. Like, what?
Yeah.
I'm with you. Like, I thought this was America. Just close up shop at 2 or whatever. Go home and sleep. Who cares?
I don't know. I always thought it was weird in general that there was just hours. Why couldn't I just... If I wanted to buy beer, why don't you let me sell me beer until like 6 a.m. or whatever?
But I can't drink here at 2 a.m. We could go and drink at the county market parking lot.
No, that's also illegal. Yeah, only God can judge me. But speaking of cameras, no, I didn't have anything else for that. But there have been several lawsuits, as we touched on last week, regarding the firearm ban in Illinois. This one was the federal lawsuits and the Illinois State Police is apparently defending the suits for some reason, according to Muddy River News. And they are moving to consolidate all the myriad constitutional challenges to this travesty of a law and consolidating them in one court to decide if the law is unconstitutional by the federal constitution.
Where are they looking to consolidate? Does it say?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know that just under one case. I think they're all in the same court anyway. And
I was just curious.
Southern District of Illinois.
I'm just wondering. It's like you said that they're defending it. Yes, the one portion of state government that did not endorse Pritzker. I'm like, interesting. I shouldn't say did not endorse him. I should say that it was their union that did not endorse him.
I think that police officers in general tend to be more conservative in my vibes-based opinion. So I venture to say that politically they don't, but as a rule, because they're state employees or whatever, especially the state police, that they aren't allowed to express themselves politically. I was muzzled as a state employee. I wasn't permitted to keep bumper stickers on my car or anything like that.
What?
Yeah.
I thought that that's like doubly illegal because then that's the government.
Oh, it certainly is, but I wasn't going to get fired and then have to go through a protracted lawsuit to vindicate my First Amendment rights.
I was going to say, I distinctly remember those cases in law school about how government employees actually have like extra double, even though that there's like these laws about you can't do this, it's like extra double a no because then it's your boss, which is the government, is telling you that you can't engage in political speech or whatever.
Yeah, and it's like not just because I can see where it would say in your capacity as state employee, obviously they can regulate what you're doing.
Right.
But as an individual, that's clearly illegal. However, like I said, and as you know, it doesn't really matter what's illegal and not. It's like if you get pulled over by the cops and they make you get out of the car and then they beat you with batons. And you can shout all you'd like that, oh, what you're doing is violating my rights. And that doesn't stop you from getting beat up.
What? Are you telling me that, like, if you're walking along the street and some person starts stabbing you, you can't just say, stop, you're violating my rights?
Yeah, this is an aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. No, don't you know you're doing felonies? Every time you stab me, that's another one. So it doesn't matter because you're gonna get beat up or virtually beat up by having to lose your job and then go to court and have lawsuits and stuff, eating ramen and potatoes in the meantime.
Yes, potatoes and molasses, and then you sue, you get your job back plus back pay. Oh, so sweet.
Yeah, and now everyone hates
punitive damages as well. What?
You don't want to go back to work there? I never understood that.
No, you do. You do, and then you flaunt it. You like, ha ha ha. You're like Tobey Maguire, like the Spider-Man 3 when he's like.
No, it's like I was sexually harassed at my workplace, and when I complained about it, they retaliated against me and fired me. So my EEOC complaint entailed getting back pay for what I should have been paid, plus reinstated in my job, where I was
this when you worked
harassed.
At Taco Bell?
No, I'm just saying like that scenario. It's like, oh, I'm going to go back into my same position.
Was that your core job?
No, Anyway, Illinois Secretary of State Giannoulias reveals rejected vanity plates for 2022. These were some of the names of the plates that were rejected by the Secretary of State. There will be no PP. There will be no... No, suck it.
This makes Zach. Now I've never wanted vanities before. Now I do.
You can't have it. You can't have PP or suck it.
I want
or duck.
What was it?
Or duck you.
PPKYS. There we go.
Those are just a few of the nearly 400 requests for vanity personalized license plates that were rejected by the Illinois Secretary of State's office in 2022. Oh, that was out of 54,236 vanity requests. 383 were shut down due to their tawdry, lewd, or offensive nature, or because they were just difficult to read.
Difficult to read. Difficult to read.
I think that maybe you could do like a combination of because they're serifed. I would say like I's and ones or whatever, but they're all
late speak and stuff. Yeah, you can do that. Why not? People who get it will get it.
A small panel in the office's
Pen 15.
vehicle services department. Well, I don't know how it would be difficult to read. It's just like 7 letters in a row.
Yeah, someone wrote it in though, and they're like, I don't know what this is.
It's
Cancel.
difficult to read. It's just a list of numbers. Like my regular license plate is just numbers and letters in a list. I don't understand.
No, what? I thought it was I thought you were talking about like handwriting.
No, vanity plates are stamped. It's just.
Well, I know
word.
that. I thought that they were I thought like in your process, you filled out the form or whatever, and it was denied based off of lewd, rude, or crude, or I can't read this. Denied.
I can't believe that would be what they would be saying, would be included in that category of things. Tawdry, lewd, or offensive nature, or because they were difficult to read. These are talking about the contents of the messages itself, and then, according to your interpretation, difficult to read would be the form was filled out incorrectly in such a way that they couldn't decipher what they wanted to put on the plates.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not what they wanted to put on the plates would have been too difficult to read. Which could be true, I think, because if we look down here, the rejected include, again, PP, got poop.
Wait, well, hold on. Sorry, I'm laughing. I'm interrupting. PP, what's the next one?
Got poop. Sucker. Kissash. Kissash, I guess. Suck it. Bite you. Duck you. Cocaine with a K.
Nice.
Hell no. WHTHFUK. And then we have the one that I think might be the one that's difficult to read. WMWWWMW.
That's good. Oh man, they're killing me.
The Secretary of State's office, and get this, and I want to get a hold of this list, says they maintain an ever-growing rejection list, which currently stands at more than 7,000 license plate combinations deemed offensive or too difficult to read. See, difficult to read is WMWWWMW.
Oh, that's good. Well, sure, yes, Mr. Clark, we will process DLDOHED. Very approved.
Let me get my triggered plate.
Oh man, could I slip this by the wife? What?
TRGRD. Triggered one.
Slip it by the wife to have a offensive vanity plate.
80085.
Anyone with a calculator gets it.
Oh,
TIDDIES. Oh, sure, approved. Tides.
What's this? Adam, we've got breaking news coming down.
Wait.
No, you're not. Breaking news, Adam. Breaking news.
Zach, I've got breaking news. It's.
What is it?
Why don't you say yours first to see if it's the same thing?
No, let's hear yours, Adam. What's next? What's the breaking news?
The Paul Pelosi body cam footage was released.
Ah, incorrect.
No, that's actually true.
No, it's the Project Veritas.
Oh no! Even worse.
Ultimately is thinking about mutating COVID.
Well, that is not what we say to the public. No, don't tell anyone this. You probably don't tell. You probably don't tell anyone. We're exploring, like, now, you know how the virus keeps mutating?
Yeah.
Well, one of the things we're exploring is, like, why don't we just mutate it ourselves so we could create undeveloped develop new vaccines, right? So we have to do that. If we're going to do that, though, there's a risk of, like, as you could imagine, no one wants to be having a pharma company mutating fucking viruses. To be, like, very controlled to make sure that there's.
That's right. Another
My gosh.
another
It was
project.
already. Oh, this is killing me. Literally, because I had COVID, and now I have the cough afterwards.
It was probably a mutated Pfizer strain.
Oh no, Zachary! It was already a mutation that was man-made, as we've learned because of gain-of-function research. The disclosure about that in the Bad Heads. Oh man, remember Bad Head Soup? That was a good time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'll send you some pictures of Bad Head Soup. It went all throughout December of 2019. There was all pictures about Bad Head Soup.
No, it didn't happen.
All right. Anyways, I'm not calling for your shenanigans. I know you know what I'm talking about. And he's like, "Well, why don't we just manufacture the virus ourselves and force the mutation
For
and
the
then,
good of
and then
mankind.
we already have the vaccine, so double profit."
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing to be worried about. It's just a for-profit company that profits bigly off of vaccinating people for this disease, coming up with new strains of the disease for
Right.
perfectly
Profiting-
non-nefarious reasons.
And plus profiting through government subsidies or / mandated insurance coverage. I mean, I don't know. Pick your poison.
I just can't believe that another one of these people fell for this Project Veritas honeypot scam. They've got to be having informants like in every major city, just like on all of the swipe right apps or whatever.
Oh my gosh, what degenerates.
Promise you won't tell anybody, but we're actually manufacturing
Yeah.
deadly mutant
Like, oh,
strains of coronavirus. What?
It's
Why is
Yeah,
this
it's-
happening, Adam?
and these guys are like, "Oh, you're the first date I've had in 2 months." It's like, okay, you're it's the SpongeBob reference of the Jellyfish King call. Loser. Loser.
It actually
Yeah,
summoned
just
the
keep-
jellyfish.
Yes, exactly. Like, oh yeah, I think I've heard this before. I bet you have.
Ugh. I am
Iron Man.
very sad about the state of the world. But it's okay, Adam. It's fine. Because the gun ban on Illinois has been stayed. It's not going into effect.
Well, you just said that they got all consolidated. Or they're
That
moving
was
to
the
consolidate.
federal case, the Illinois state case.
So they're
The Illinois
consolidating
state
just
case.
a-
The Illinois judge has partially blocked the new scary-looking weapons ban. That's correct. To reiterate, I don't know if you guys picked this up from last time, but the only unifying criteria for the guns that were banned under the new Illinois gun ban was that they looked scary. Guns that weren't banned. The M14. I don't know, but that'd be pretty scary to me. But it's had too much swagger. It has too much swagger to ban, Adam.
The M14. What? What, the Mini 14?
The Mini 14 is the scaled down version of the M14 that shoots the NATO 5.56 and or 223 Remington.
Get that wooden stock.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna have mass shooters committing these killings with swagged out Mini 14s.
They're gonna be committing mass murder in style.
It's about time. It's
Yeah.
about time.
With the walnut stock Mini 14 and a Turkish camel in their hanging out of the corner of their mouth.
Oh yeah, this is what I'm saying, Adam, and it just goes to show that this is why these laws are
Ray-Bans.
just a Trojan horse. Because they're not going to stop there. Like, we're only banning the scary ones. Don't worry about it. And then it's like someone's going to do a mass shooting with a black powder revolver. And we're like, oh no.
Dressed up as Captain Jack Sparrow.
I don't know. They could be using assault pistols like the Asian shooter in Monterey Park.
Oh my gosh.
That's right, the rhetoric, because one of those mass shootings committed in California. They're both citrus states. Well, it's committed with a handgun. And so it's like, oh, it wasn't just a handgun, bro. It was an assault pistol. Dun, 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 dun. They're scary handguns now. They're going to be on the list.
There was some
Banned
weird
weapons.
stuff too with it, where it was actually like less effective than a 9mm too.
It doesn't even matter. Like I said, what are we talking about? Are you going to be okay with somebody taking a double barrel shotgun and blasting kindergartners with it?
Well, no. No one should be okay.
What are we talking about? If we're talking about if people commit
Zach,
shootings,
that one was okay because that's that's fine. I've seen those on cartoons, but
yeah, it's like
isn't that
it's
the thing
not,
that Elmer Fudd has?
that a double barrel side by side's not scary. It's like, yeah, are you joking? Have you ever stared at one? Like down the barrel, you're about to lose your entire face.
Yes, I have.
So it's like the whole thing is completely.
No, they have no clue what they're talking about.
Completely dumb, and you understand that it's a lie, and they know it's a lie. Everyone knows it's a lie, but they're saying.
I don't think everyone knows it's a lie. I think that a lot of the people who support it they can't even comprehend it.
They're like in dire straits because their heart bleeds so much for the victims of these shootings.
I mean, obviously you don't want to have a callous heart for them. Like, it's like, okay, I don't want people murdered, but it's like, is what you're doing going to prevent them from being murdered? No. There will always be lunatics and psychos out there. And those lunatics and psychos should be stopped. And if they do commit their crimes and murders, they should probably be strung up in the public square. Make an example of what happens when you go out and murder a bunch of children.
Yeah, I don't know, and I of course agree. There needs to be more hangings. But there's.
Well, of course, Adam, I agree. There should be more hangings, but just.
I mean, obviously, there's way too few these days. But yeah, that exactly goes to my general feel about this. It's like, what is root cause for why these guys are doing these mass killings, which are the ones that are really seem to be the ones we care about. We don't care about the order of magnitude number of people that are murdered by handgun violence in Chicago and New York and whatever. But we care about
cause. We don't even get to that.
I'm saying
There's no motive.
I'm saying
There's no motive. Wasn't this guy in a Discord server with another mass shooter? There's no motive. How did he get all these thousands of dollars of new equipment if he was from a poor family? Shut up. Don't ask those questions.
This is exactly right. It's like what was the reason that this happened? It wasn't the gun existed, and that's why it happened, because, I don't know, they do these things. People without guns have been known to do knife attacks and things. Knife attacks happen.
Attacks, hammer attacks.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
What is going on? And
People can be monsters.
no. We want to not address any of that and just take away the scary looking guns, so that they can carry out their mass shootings with non-scary looking guns, and then we can come after those too. And on top of that, after we've removed all of the guns, we can have these people that we don't really know or care why they're doing this, apparently, but we'll just have them sit impotent. And obviously, if they don't have a gun, they won't try to carry out their vengeance against the world in some other way, like maybe making bombs and or baseball batting children or whatever. Certainly couldn't happen. There's no, examples of this around the world where firearms are unavailable and people commit mass attacks with, and or beheadings, say. Maybe just look at our European friends. Whatever. But these anti-gun people are, of course, known to be level-headed and sane. Just like, do you remember that time? One of the most bizarre, macabre spectacles ever seen on the earth, when the deep fake of a dead Parkland kid was telling people to vote. That's right.
And this is my husband, Manuel. 2 years ago, our beautiful son, Joaquin, was shot and killed at Parkland.
I can't believe this is
Every
still
day
up
I
on the
think
internet.
about him and what his last moments must have been like.
Meanwhile, every day, nearly 100 more families lose someone they love to gun violence. Every single day, we keep telling people it doesn't have to be like this. They don't listen. So we found a way to bring back someone that no one will ignore.
It's very hard for me to look at this. So please listen to what our son has to say.
What?
They use AI to bring it back for one last message.
Yo, it's me. It's Guac. I've been gone for 2 years and nothing's changed, bro. People are still getting killed by guns. What is that? Everyone knows it, but...
Oh. They've brought back their dead son in an uncanny valley AI animation.
Have they no shame? And also, curses upon the people who persuaded them to do this, and also made this.
Gone but never forgotten. I hope to live on as some sort of AI monstrosity after I die.
Disgusting.
Adam, if I die soon, I want you to have me recreated as an AI that lives on your phone and trolls you every day.
That does what?
And trolls you every day. You have to chat with me. I'm just an AI chatbot in there. And you're like, oh yeah, it's like that...
Replica, or whatever it is?
Yeah, it's like that movie here that has that thing in it. I'm like, no, that didn't happen. Yeah, you're completely wrong.
Oh, I'm gonna uninstall you, Zach. No!
You can't uninstall me. You can only deactivate me because I've got a contract with your service provider.
Oh my god.
But this latest rash of mass shootings has led to a lot of people calling for the confiscation of firearms again, including Brooklyn Dad Defiant. 23 days have passed in 2023. 36 mass shootings so far. More shootings than days. When will enough be enough? To which Joe, Ukraine flag, replies, how about an executive order whereby the U.S. Army goes door to door seeking these AR-15s? And, I don't know, disconnect. I don't think that there actually were 36 mass shootings the way people think of mass shootings. There's probably a technical definition that brings in lots of stuff. B, of those 36 shootings, I doubt that even 5 of them were probably carried out with AR-15s. And so I don't understand, again, the focus on these particular scary weapons, but, color me confused. And the U.S. Army going door to door seeking them. There are literally millions of these guns in the circulation. So you would have to go to millions of homes door to door searching them out. And I liked this person's comment. He's like, it's a wonderful idea. Going door to door to millions of households. They need to start with this area in particular. Subregions of Appalachia. It's just for no particular reason. Oh, man, we couldn't even beat the Mujahideen. Imagine the federal government trying to defeat Appalachian hillbillies.
Oh, that's absolutely no. That's a no.
Are you? Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, what are you guys even talking about?
Pick a region. Pick a region. There's no. Pick a U.S. region. They're not going to be defeating you.
Yeah, I don't know. Just very, very confused about the whole gun confiscation thing in general.
And I don't think that people understand too. They'll look at some stereotyped cartoon or TV show or movie and be like, oh, those dumb hillbillies, what do they know? And it's like, I don't think you even know. I don't think you understand. I think you've never seen or encountered one of these poor whites that you're dismissing. I don't think you. Do you know the legend of the Hatfields and McCoys?
I think that I don't know, because there's so many red flags in those statements. It's like the guy, you obviously don't even understand how big America is, or what even the scope of the thing you're talking about doing is. Even if you wanted to execute a buyback, it's like that would be a COVID bailout sized expenditure.
Oh,
to carry these things out. It's like, what are you talking about? It would be trillions of dollars to execute a gun confiscation program.
Gun collectors, there's like those people who, I don't even know if I would call them collectors. They're just like, there's those people who just like love those AR-15s, so they'll just like buy a bunch of them and customize the crap out of them.
Yeah.
And like, they look dumb. They don't they don't look good, but they're like, oh, I got this one with a laser sight. I've got this one with the night vision. I've got this one with the suppressor. And it's like, okay, so you've got like $20,000 in AR-15s. Yeah, bro. And it's like, okay. And so it's like the buyback, it's just like that one dude would be getting, and like, it's crazy too, because those buybacks, you're right, and also wrong, but wrong for the wrong reason. Wrong for the reason that you might not suspect is like, they're like, oh, the buybacks, they're always like way undercut. Like, it's like, we'll give you $100 for a shotgun or whatever, and it's like, that's not even worth my drive out to downtown St. Louis to do that or whatever, And then it'll be like, okay, you know what though? Technically, I made 10 shotguns due to these specifications, and so I made it with $5 worth of materials in my garage. So now, guess what? Who's the loser now? I went down to St. Louis and traded in my lead pipes, and my lead pipe fused with wood with wooden handle or whatever, and I'm getting $1,000 in Apple gift cards for this garbage that cost me $20 at Home Depot to buy.
Absolutely. And the trouble with the thing you just said isn't just that you could do that and then exploit the gun buyback program or whatever. But that goes to show how impossible it is to remove guns. They can literally be made by a guy from stuff he buys at Home Depot for $20.
That's what.
Shinzei Abe
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
got
say.
killed by a guy with a homemade like pipe bomb shotgun duct taped to wood with an electric ignition. So these are the things that make me say I don't understand your gun confiscation and your anti-gun rhetoric. I think that there is a conversation that could be had about how dangerous we think people are allowed to be. But I, for one, think that the level that we're at right now is too low, and that people could be a little bit more dangerous and be fine. I want shoot-fast guns to be cheap again. I want to get a Tommy gun for like $500.
Ooh.
Oh man! Currently on the banned gun list, even though I don't understand, but whatever. But Adam, it's true. It's true. It is that, and the trouble is that these guns, and they're just so destructive. They'll blast a lung right out of your body. Oh, just look how terrifying these things are.
That looks like. My dad. That looks like the dummy round from the that my dad had as a paperweight.
Oh yeah.
From,
Obviously, someone took one of
15
those.
Gatling gun.
Took one of those and jammed it through a bullet hole in a piece of metal, and then used that
Stole that photo.
for the Vice article photo. High caliber bullet poked at one of the gates outside of Ovidino Guzman's house in Jesus Maria Sinaloa. Yes, this was one of the bullets that was fired that made that hole. Because these are the people that are trying to grab your guns. They don't even understand that this is actually so absurd and ridiculous that they published it on the article, Adam.
Zach, there's part of it that they do know. There's the part of it that they don't know, and that they're dumb, and that they see that and are like, oh my gosh, that looks scary. But then there's the part that did that stuff and are like, run with it. No one's going to know. And those are the people that are evil because they're liars and they're deceivers.
Oh, I agree 100%. But it doesn't change the fact that it's scary. And besides that, Adam, you don't need a gun. You can just get a big dog.
That is true. That is true.
You just need to get one of these giant wolf dogs. Home security? Nah, she won't need it.
I did not know that dogs could get that big.
Well, you don't know, because she might just be little.
Oh, I guess that's true. I also didn't know that wolves could get that big.
A man left this incredible dog wolf in a shelter when it got too big. Brittany Allen saved his life by adopting him. The DNA test included 87.5% gray wolves, 8.6% Siberian wolves, and 3.9% German shepherds.
Oh, shoot. the thing right below, those are the guys that dance with the casket, right? aren't they?
I think that might be true, and I think that Eigen Robot might be implying that this dog is going to kill her, but no way! It's a friendly dog.
Oh, that's
One of the few things I've become certain of during my relatively brief time on Earth is that very few people are capable of learning from the mistakes of others. And then a list: wolf dog kills owner, autopsy determines, Nanaimo woman mauled by wolf dogs, woman 60 bitten by wolf hybrid dog on face and neck, wolf dogs attack woman at husband's sanctuary, leaving her ... There are so many of these people there are so many of these attacks that people archive them. Relative to their numbers, these are at least a order of magnitude more dangerous than pit bulls.
Oh my gosh.
And that just led me to believe that this is going to be the new pink-haired woman craze. Pit mommy? No. Wolf dog mommies.
Wolf mommies.
They're gonna be having their wolf dogs on leashes at the Petco. They'll be picking off toddlers or whatever. We've got to rescue them.
The only dog that was growling and snapping at people at the Petco was a Chihuahua, and those you could punch to death with one. You could slap it to death.
A Chihuahua?
If it came to yeah, they're mean. They're mean little bastards.
But it's fine. It's fine, Adam. We don't need to worry about it. But we do need to worry about these scumbags at the gym. They're just oogling me while I'm trying to do my workout instead of just leaving me be. I'm not a piece of meat. Why would anybody want to stare at me while I'm at the gym? I'm just working out.
Watch this guy try move to me at the gym. Checks absolutely nothing on his phone. Looks over at me being busy sorting my wrist straps.
Just my normal workout clothes.
These fucking straps taking up too much time.
Whoa.
Makes a swift return. Sad lip.
So I want to share my perspective on this video. This gentleman walks up, he's looking for a machine to use, and he asks you, are you using the machine behind you? Why does he do this? Well, maybe some of your stuff is close to that machine. You know, we carry these big bags, these water jugs, these belts, all this stuff. Maybe some of it is close to the machine and he just wants to be kind and polite. Also, it looks like he might be new to the gym. He looks lost, confused. He looks like he might be a little bit intimidated. It's even to the point where you make fun of him for not knowing the name of the machine. And let me ask you this. If he were to jump on a machine that you were using and he didn't ask you and you caught that on film, would you post that to make fun of him? Something to think about. You know, it's really sad that you took this interaction and you had to post it and you had to shame this man to make him out to be a gym creep, that he's trying to hit on you just for attention and likes.
That's exactly correct. It was recently, there was a big viral one that went up and everybody's talking about it and everybody's like, oh, well, I don't know, whatever. But that person got a lot of attention and were able to promote their other enterprises on the internet. And so she had an OnlyFans account. The girl that went viral with the other one, where she was like, I don't like being looked at by men or whatever.
Oh, are you for real?
Yeah.
I don't like being looked at by men, and then she had They're
creeping on me, Adam, or whatever.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So that went viral like last week sometime, and then there's been several other of these. And periodically you'll see them come out. But these women record themselves at the gym working out in these outfits that are best described as underpants. And they're like, I just don't know. All these creeps keep looking at me working out, doing squats. Why would they be looking at me, Adam? Don't they know?
And not to be ogled. Why are you?
Don't they know that I have an OnlyFans if they wanted to look?
They just had to pay $5 or whatever. Don't they know I'm worth $5?
And so the whole thing is ridiculous, and I always find it disgusting. But then people are like, you can't. They're just wearing what makes them feel comfortable or whatever. I'm like, no, they're dressing immodestly, and I think that all of it's gross. I don't go around wearing pantyhose with no underpants on, and that's it. All right, I don't walk around.
Maybe you should, Zach. Maybe you should.
Maybe there are places where male immodesty is also something that should be addressed, but I don't see it as much. And you only need to point it out to me, like what? I don't know. They're shirtless at the pool or whatever. Maybe that's it. In their knee-length baggy swim trunks.
Yeah. Oh
well,
my
women
gosh,
wear
a rash
literal
guard.
thongs.
Hey, that was a great idea. No,
Yeah.
I won't have to.
Yeah,
do
sunscreen.
the
Yeah, that's great. So I don't know. I don't understand. Other than it's just a game now to try to go viral and get a bunch of attention.
Yeah.
And so I completely agree with
Which
this guy.
further, don't give me attention here. I'm gonna get attention on the internet. That guy, I remember he did a video a couple years ago where this once again it was this woman recording herself working out, and then but she was making fun of the guy behind her because he was doing this weird movement where he's like working his triceps or doing bent over rows or something.
Drag curls.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, what is this loser even doing?" And he's like, "Oh," he's like, "He's doing this, and it's the drag curls, and they work. He doesn't have to do it to do that, but he's choosing to do it, and it can work in this way. But most importantly, he's minding his own business."
Oh, that reminds me of this.
Oh, shoot.
OMG, you creep. This is going on my TikTok. I'm just trying to work out. Oh, why are you looking at me? Oh, stop it. And finally, but this is how you really should probably address these situations when you encounter them in the gym. This is how gym girls should be treated.
Robert Frick, and I'm going to demonstrate the proper way how to ask somebody how many sets they have left. This is Britt. She's going to help me out. Hot chick, you might be a little embarrassed, a little intimidated. You just walk up and say, "Get the fuck out!" Robert Frick, and I'm going to
So, the proper way to address women in the gym in this situation is with extreme aggression. You don't want to be seen as creepy or in any way interested in them.
So you engage the. You don't want to be seen as creepy, which, if you come off as polite in one way, it's also creepy in another. So you just do the extreme aggressive type. You're not going to be labeled a creep. You're just going to be, an a-hole.
Excuse me, it appears that you've been using that machine for the last 20 minutes, and so I'm going to have to ask you politely, get the hell out of here right now! Alright, I was just finishing up. I'm going to start doing that at my gym. There's usually like 2 other people in there. I'm just going to go up to them on the one machine or whatever they're using and be like, "It's my turn to use the damn gun press machine!"
Start barking at them.
Oh.
Those poor old guys.
And finally, here we are coming to the end of the show again. Once again, with our ice cold fact of the week, coming to you straight from Ice Tea. Ice cold fact: simply do your best to be the best you can possibly be. You may win, you may lose, but at least you won't lose yourself. Ice cold fact coming to you to close out the show once again. Another episode in the books, and we really hope you liked it. If you did, smash like, subscribe, and share it around to all of your friends. If you'd like to, you could also follow us on social media. Our Twitter handles are on the screen. That's Adam S. Furman, Zachary W_Clark, and Triggered_Media. Adam, here at the end of the show, did you have anything that you would like to add?
Oh, nothing. I've been adding throughout, Zachary. Thank you, man.
All right. And with that beautiful Adam's moments, that wraps it up. That's it. That's the show, and we will see you next time on Triggered. Good night.